Oh, nice and perfect in sync to start. That worked out well. So here we go. We have both runners facing to the left. I think they both. RetroBob forgot he's on the left.
All right, looks like they're taking off.
No one-ups for these runners. They don't need one-ups.
Hopefully not.
So interesting that I guess Ben didn't expect to beat Stu in his race.
It was such a coin flip between those two. It was
Honestly, I had no idea. It was pretty much 50-50. Did someone ask something in chat?
No, I was asking that because I actually obviously I wasn't here in the last race, so I just happened to catch there was a world record on the lower race while I was listening in. But I actually think I was chatting with you yesterday, Ben, about the or the last time I was doing a call about the predictions. I actually called you to win that, so I'm actually quite happy.
Yeah, and that race was also kind of cool because Stu was in first place for predictions and I was in second place, and we backed ourselves. So I believe I'm in first place now. But it's probably going to change considering I backed myself against one of these madmen. Considering everyone picked not me and not Stu, that's fine. I'm happy to take a loss on this one. And I'm not happy to take a loss. We're not losing.
We saw a good shell jump from Louis last race, so let's see if he goes with it this time.
Again. He got another shell jump.
Very nice. Bob was really hoping for it because he did get the 361 in the first level. So it's always good whenever you get both of them, you know? Double up. So it's going to give Louis a slight lead. All right, and something I want to address that I see in chat about why they're avoiding the midways. Lots of people I see, especially casual viewers, assume that small Mario would be faster for some reason. They literally stay small just so they can make this jump under the Koopa right here. If you're big, normally you run into them. So they stay small. Now they made that jump. They're free to pick up power-ups. It's just a small little time save.
Yeah, you lose about a second every time you get a mushroom or lose a mushroom, so it's a little less for other kinds of items, so it is a little bit of a time save, as you said. They don't have
a midway
to
would be instant,
animation.
though. Power-ups, yes. A midway would be instant.
Yeah, that's true.
We're going to see both of them go through Iggy. They got their flower for a quick kill. You can see this flower utilized a lot in bosses. All it takes is a couple of pops. Got those scary slide strats. Lots of the time you'll just see a couple of fireballs and a jump. If you want, you can take it down the slope and hit them on your way down. Hopefully narrowly avoiding that lava.
That's just scary, watching Iggy flying towards you through the fireballs and just trying to make that jump over him. Can be a very tricky jump the first time you try.
All right, these guys staying neck and neck as they are wont to do. Heading into Donut Plains, they're going to be grabbing themselves a cape.
And we're probably going to see that slight variation in how they grab cape as well. RetroBob taking a slightly different strat. Just fireballing that. There we go.
Yeah, fireball.
But yeah, something I'd mentioned earlier, Louis, in the last New Star World tournament we had, did something very similar in his third race. Got 0.5 seconds off that world record, and this time actually doing it. Just incredible to see that in races. Both of his PBs for this category and now a world record.
I'm telling you, Louis goes to leaderboards around the world and just turns them up on their head.
Yeah, the SMB3 community are already feeling that.
Yep, be scared, Mario 3 runners, because he's looking at y'all now.
The new sheriff is in town.
Yeah, and Louis will take those world records.
Well, Louis is down the pipe by about maybe about half a tenth of a second ahead. So very, very close race so far here.
Keep it
Expecting
close.
potential 252, sir. Ooh.
Nope.
Well,
252 for RetroBob. There we go.
And 252 is a very, very solid time. It's pretty tough to get that. You're just a couple of frames of leeway.
Alright, and this level's pretty easy. These guys just need to make it to the end and fly up. Louis having a little bit of trouble with that door there.
Funny enough, his last run, those are the only things I remember going wrong. He had a bit of trouble with doors.
Yep. Yep. He took a few hits. That Bowser fight was a little scary too.
And Bob takes the lead now coming out of the stage. So first across the gap. They're going to be taking a very complex way to get into P-Speed, running across the platforms as they're moving. Enough to get there, though, and they're both in the air.
Yeah, that early takeoff is fairly precise. It's very, very easy. It doesn't matter how good you are at this game to just slightly mistime it. Sometimes you just take it for granted and you just don't get it. Another thing I want to mention, I think RetroBob is our only multiple champion. I think he's taken down 3 tournaments in the past, whereas Louis only taken down 1. Can you believe it? But they both have a lot of tourney experience.
Yeah, it's definitely good to see Louis get that early P-Speed after missing it last race, having to take an alternate method.
Wow, I didn't realize he missed it last time. Well, there you go. Definitely the best can have done.
Yeah, which, I mean, it still blows my mind that he had world record. While he had very small mistakes, the mistakes he had, you wouldn't normally see from him.
It can be a case of race nerves getting on into the equation as well. Like when you can go into a race and just the odd little thing can go wrong, and that's what caused it. Just the whole idea of being in a race instead of doing your own run.
That's very true, but that would require Louis to have nerves. That's and as we saw from his last run, I'm not sure if he suffers from them. He just puts down God tier run after God tier run.
I didn't know you allowed robots in the tournament.
Yeah, apparently we've made a special exception.
You can blame the tournament admins for that. I'm not sure what they were doing. Bit of an oversight.
Yeah, what are you doing, Ben? Come on.
All right, we got great Mortons from both Bob and Louis.
Woo, I didn't realize grabbing that spring was an option. Whoa, what is this?
Oh yeah, you should have read up before your races, boy. That's that spring can be taken up.
Okay, can take spring, custom. Okay, we got it. These are the strats I need to be doing, playing the winner of these guys. No?
Yeah, Ben, are you just here catching a sneak peek of your potential victims?
Pretty much. It saves me watching the world record tomorrow, so...
He's busy writing in the notepad document right now the updates he has to make to his run so he can try to compete. So moving into Vanilla Dome here. I almost called it Butter Dome. That would be silly. Going into Vanilla Dome, and we're going to attempt to get a cape fly into a gap with a key. Very, very tricky flight, but these butters are very experienced at it. Should have no problem. Make the beetle go upside down. Grab another one, and up they go. Comment in chat for you, Ben. You better watch carefully how they navigate Butter Bridge 1, he said.
Yeah, Butter Bridge 1, pretty spooky level. 2 minutes of very, very dangerous falling asleep.
Please, guys, my heart can't take that excitement this early in the run.
Yeah, very nice VS one from both of them. It'd normally be 15.
Ooh, you got some bonus stars.
Yeah, we saw a little bit of an issue with Bob last race, allowing Louis to take the lead. Bob is not making this one easy on Louis this time. This is what we'd love to see. And they've got a couple of flyover stages to get under their belt before they head into the fortress. It's a great time to go and follow these runners. They'll be here when you get back, no worries.
And those links are going to be in the chat there for you as well. Or not.
Yeah, the bot hasn't been working all day. Or at least during this race.
Let me see if I can fix that.
Guys, yeah, Bob is just laying down some hot tracks right now. Louis is right on his heels, though. Neither one of these guys are going to go easily. They're going to make the other racer really work for it. Alright, they're just about finished up. They'll be heading into the fortress. Hopefully we see some clean resis.
Yeah, there are definitely a lot of things in this run that normally we'd be questioning, oh, this is super tough, but these guys both, having held multiple world records, just being incredible at this game, there will be a lot of tougher things we take for granted here.
Yeah, in fact, speaking of, I think during one of the recent 11 exit tournament, Louis took the world record from Bob on that. So this is just what Louis does during tournaments, I guess.
Hey, you need something to do during a tournament, right?
Yeah, right. That's a good way to kill the time, is get some world records while you're doing it.
Go win.
Neither one of them getting that Swamp Boss, though.
Yeah, that Swamp Boss, he's a very, very tough mini-boss. Hard to make him disappear.
Ooh, Bob avoiding that fireball.
Wow.
Goodness gracious.
Wow.
Oh, he must be happy with that. He is out of there clean. Still holding a slight lead on Louis. Good on him. He is putting down an amazing run right now.
So this match is a top 16 match. The winner of this goes on to the quarterfinals to play me. I'm not sure if we know who the winner of that match would play.
Wait, who are they playing?
The winner of these two plays me.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Golly,
my. Oh my, someone's here to see Checo's competition.
Oh, and back by popular demand. You asked for it. We brought it back. Here is Butterbridge 1, the most exciting level in speedrunning history.
Get your vote, in chat if this is your favorite level.
This is everyone's favorite level in any video game. Scientifically proven. Google it or don't. Just trust me. And we saw an attempt at some dupe swag from Bob last time. Let's see if he goes for it again this time. I want to see a vine to nowhere. Wow, this level really gets the juices flowing, man.
That vine in nowhere, that vine really is the...
Louis spicing it up a little bit.
Ooh, just a little paprika on that.
I think Louis doesn't even need platforms in this game.
Oh no, where'd Bob go? Where's Louis?
Let's see that vine to nowhere. Let's see that vine to nowhere. Look at that
go.
beautiful vine. That beautiful vine.
Oh yeah,
I don't think I've actually ever seen someone climb on it afterwards before. That's a brilliant little touch.
Love seeing that vine. Louis setting up for Pipefly right now. He's got his own little swag he's working on.
I hate to play devil's advocate, but I've seen maybe 20 Pipeflies for people so far in BB1. Haven't seen one death. Very, very disappointing.
Oh, you ain't been looking at the right races.
So risky. Looks so risky.
All right. And once again, we can cool down with a nice calm flyover level. Not near as exciting as Butterbridge 1, but not much in life is.
And yeah, this level is the calm before the storm. If you've nothing going on in your mind, it's about to ramp up. Because you're just thinking, Castle 4, FOI 1, FOI 2, Castle 5, and then the whole rest of the game. It's been easy so far, but it's about to get a little bit more interesting.
I agree. A lot of those castles where the difficulty really starts to ramp up because you got some tight corridors. You're trying to go as fast as you can, so you have to get some cape speed to get the damage boost through, so you don't lose your cape. And then you have to deal with the crushing spike ceiling coming down at you, and some tricky fences with Koopas on them in a vertical chamber. Very, very difficult level to ramp things up here.
Yeah, I think we see both these guys stick with their cape.
Yeah, pretty much most of the times you're seeing the absolute top runners never switch to fire, but some of the better players do it. I know Silver Star does it. I suppose former world record holder. It's just, I can't believe it. But also Seathorn as well.
Former and
so
future, thank you very much. Wow, they are just, oh my god, the sync is just unreal with these guys. They're halfway through this run and they're still synced up. This
is remind me of the one of the qualifier races I had the pleasure to call, where all 4 runners were still synced going through World 4. This is slowly bringing back memories of that right now. That was a really good race, and this is just as good.
So quick mention, I believe this is our penultimate top 16 match. After this, we've only got Stiv and Maiba. Then we have a full quarterfinals bracket, which is just incredible.
Yeah, this bracket is just completely stacked with top tier people now. I love how this bracket really worked out. Yeah, those will be the 2 next. We have Daesui versus Stin to face Seathorn, and Maiba versus Stiv to face Fitz.
And we also have Silver Star Umari sitting down there at the bottom of the top 8 bracket. So these are just some big names that are in the top 8 already, and we're adding a couple more to it. So these are going to be some exciting matches coming up.
Now, we are going to see Wings attempt from both of them. Very interesting grab from Lou. I don't know if that was a backup. Probably.
Yeah.
Ooh!
We got
that's
one,
a nice
we get the other.
That is a very, very nice advantage for Bob, and he's going on to FY2, hopefully for a first try clip here.
Yeah. Now, how that works is that there's a P balloon in that block, as you saw in Louis' side. If you can dupe it to the left, Yoshi Wings will get you out faster.
Now let's see if we get the Yoshi clip. This is going to be critical for this run with Louis literally right behind him. So if he can get it first try, that'll help him. Doesn't get it.
Yeah, I thought that was probably too early. Oh dear.
Not getting a left either.
Pixel. He's going to be fine. He's in.
And both are in. So Louis just caught up the 6 seconds he lost to not getting the wings. And they're literally just a second apart again.
Yeah, even more than 6 because he went for an attempt at wings.
Yeah, it was probably going to be about, well, I'd say over 10 seconds, but at this point we're staying pretty much what we were before FOI1. Oh, well, Louis probably in the lead now.
Oh, yep, Bob is up in there. Tell you the big difference. Bob had that blue Yoshi trying to get in the clip. Louis had the green luck green, or good luck green.
Louis taking 22 stars.
Yeah, that's why I don't go for wings. It's just super good luck to not go for them.
Yep, green Yoshi is king.
I don't expect Louis to go for too many more bonus stars, because obviously if you get 100 of those, you end up in a really, really slow, really, really unsavory minigame that really eats up time, so they won't be doing that.
You see, weirdly enough though, right, I almost feel like that 22 was intentional, because we saw bonus stars in our VS1 that pretty much what he did, the only outcome was going to be bonus stars. Very, very weird. Wait, I just realized. Was Louis' username before this not Louis037?
I don't think. If it was, it has not been that for a long time.
Oh, it hasn't been that for like, well, over like a year and a half, but I just realized there. That's maybe what it is.
Okay, going into Roy flights. Will they both get a successful flight? I'm going to say yes to both.
Hopefully. We saw good ones from them last time. They're looking for the same this time.
Yep, both beautiful.
They're just right on each other, man.
Well,
they're
hey, points from Louis. Yeah, Louis, you think I don't notice?
Still a second apart, my goodness.
Wow. Wow. These runs are just absurd. They're really banking on the smallest mistake to make the difference here. This could go to sandbar.
That's really what it comes down to. It could be sandbar. It could be trying to rush through a spike that they have a hard chance with and getting through in the fort. Could come down to anything.
Oh, he didn't do it on purpose? Okay, that's brilliant. No, that's even better. Yeah, like, certainly if we see this pace maintained, and then one person gets sandbar and the other not, they become a huge, huge favourite. It's so much time, and seeing both players sort of almost being forced to do it is even more exciting, because you know that they will.
Yep, yeah. These racers are putting each other up against a wall with these runs.
It'll be more exciting if they both get the sandbar. Then it'll be a case of, oh, who's going to get that extra second now?
Oh, man. If it comes down to insta-hits again, I'm going to lose my mind. Good pipe fly from both of them.
Nearly sync coming out of the pipe, just half a second apart.
Dude, they are not giving an inch.
And I do believe those timers are synced up almost perfectly. So you are literally seeing this in sync.
Over 20 minutes in the run, still in sync. I mean, the consistency in these runners is just unreal. And that goes for pretty much everyone who's still left in the tournament. Now they gotta stay above this fishing booth. There is an obstacle in the ceiling they need to stay below. So they have to stay pretty close to the fishing booth right there. Now they're free to go down whenever, cape canceling through him so they don't take damage.
Louis did not get the instant door entry. RetroBob, it looks like, might have, because he's a little bit ahead now.
He did. He got that suicide door. Louis had to play it a little safer. Didn't get it to where he wanted. Louis getting that nice door fly.
But neither got taken over by the purifying fire, so now we have RetroBob just slightly ahead. And about a couple seconds at this point, but all it needs is a tenth of a second that we had before, and that's enough to win.
Yeah, and that could come down to anything.
It could.
Yeah,
Bob
sort of
is
just
really keeping Louis on his toes.
just noticing people talk about that last run. There's a certain amount as well that would do to you. Thinking, oh wow, I'm going up against someone who just got world record, but Bob has really responded this time around. Hasn't let it bother him at all. And I'm not surprised.
Absolutely not. This is an amazing run.
Double 271, very nice.
We could have two really. I wonder if we can get two sub 33s here. Are we on pace for that?
It's possible, but it would probably require 2 bars at this point.
Yeah, it's technically possible. I would say that Bob could PB if everything went perfect. But, you know, it is a race.
He could easily PB if everything goes perfect. That's right.
He does have a 32.56 though. So like that's a tough one to PB on. He's just good at what he does, you know.
Yeah, 32.56. It's a very solid time, but I would dare say that this time isn't even really that good for Bob, which is just incredible because a 32.56 is mind-blowing how good that is.
I know, right? That's what I say. It's tough to PB, especially with like the forced evolution 2 that he had.
Yeah, I actually forgot about the FY2, so yeah.
But he still left Roy at a pretty good clip.
But maybe it's possible for 32 still.
Yeah, he got out of that Roy at about a 10-second mark. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, I would agree with Silver Star. I doubt we'll see any 32s, but I mean, if these runs continue on from here without mistakes and sandbar, I think we could see it, but still unlikely.
It would be very close if it does, but yeah, it's very possible we could be looking at just over 33.
Yeah, that's what I would imagine for these runs, which is top tier.
Absolutely.
Very nice room ones. Not taking any damage, keeping those capes. That's what we like to see.
Oh, final boss ties it up. My goodness.
Oof.
Yeah, Bob missed the door. And
they are synced again.
Oh my.
We're 25 minutes into this run, and we are synced.
Dude.
These guys have less than 10 minutes of playtime left. This is going to come down to sandbar.
Oh, I can't see anything different now.
Well,
Oh!
it's not too bad. It's not.
Not
Oh
the
no, they both got hit.
What? Oh, sorry, I probably broke my nose gate there, but goodness me.
They both got hit. Oh my god.
Yeah, sorry, I reacted so loudly there because if you're going to ask me how likely are you going to see them both get hit in a fight, like both these guys, then no, it's just not happening. But
the sync happens again. If you're sitting down, you're wasting your time right now. You wanted a race, here's a race.
If you just bought a new chair, you're wasting most of it. You should have just bought the edge.
Oh my god, these guys both going into Sunken Ghost Ship. They don't have a cape. They're gonna need to pick up that one in the item box. They're not gonna have a backup cape.
And we also have 2 or 3 different outcomes for boomerang despawns, and I say if we see a difference in strats, we're going to have another leader. You've got the double despawn, the single despawn without scroll, the scroll despawn, and then the boo cloud despawn. There's so much.
I'm
also,
very
when
surprised.
is Bob switching the fire?
Yeah, I'm very surprised to not see Bob switching to the flower.
Yeah, and he just did it now. He wanted to do it in this room, apparently. So, yeah, they're definitely setting up to lose that flower in the boo rings. But, my goodness.
I mean, I know this is a small detail, but I actually think I prefer grabbing that in the starter room too. It looks just easier, because you can just swim along horizontally. I don't know.
Alright, they're looking for the despawns here. Good job. They need to damage through the...
Both.
Both got the boos, yep.
Look at Louis' score here, though. He might actually gain time. See. Oh, he's definitely going to gain time, especially for missing the star.
So we're gonna have almost sync, 10th of a second apart, getting to the bottom of the ship here. Let me just say,
Yeah, that's interesting. Like, I honestly thought Louis was going to save a bunch of time with lag reduction, lower some of digits, not grabbing the star, but it didn't seem to work out that way.
Well, he's actually about 10. He's about a 10th of a second ahead now, so maybe he did save a little time.
Oh
really,
yeah, maybe.
It looks super synced to me.
Maybe that might have actually come down to map or the save and continue. I don't know.
Not sure.
It's it's very hard to tell anyway.
Oh goodness, this is a scary one. Just hoping that no one loses their cape to a Monty Mole. They don't have a backup.
Ooh. That's weird. RetroBob taking a very similar strat to me in this level. Very safe. I don't know. No.
Getting caught up on those blocks.
Oh, that's gonna cost some time. Oh no.
That is mega points.
Hey!
Not just
double cape.
Got the parade both, but Louis got the cape or the pipe fly parade, which is just incredible. It should be toss only in my opinion, but well,
no, it still is. It's Louis.
Okay, we're gonna see who goes for sandbar here. Well,
yeah,
after
this room 1 treats him good.
After this brief flyover, yeah.
In my opinion, based on how this races went, both of them are checking it out. They're both going for it. The only one with any chance of not going for it is Louis, and we know that he will go for it, so...
Both are going to go for it, I think.
They will go for it.
This is a very tense moment. Louis not getting
it. Get it. Bob has a chance!
Bob has it! Oh my gosh!
Bob has
oh my gosh!
Let's go.
He is
Bob
taking
is
that
in the
lead from
lead.
Louis. He has a significant lead now.
Of the 3
that
races
is significant. That is significant.
This is what we want to see, though. Louis understands how important that was as well. That tapping down implies that he realizes. Yeah, he knows by now anyway. He's seen it on the restream.
Oh, this is insanely hype. Bob getting that sandbar clip to get the lead on Louis. Louis just now exiting the pipe as Bob is making his way out of the level. Will this next fortress decide it?
Well, it has a very good chance of deciding it.
This is a deciding fortress.
And Bob, Oh no, it's not Bob that doesn't go for the no scroll, it's Fitz. But yeah, Bob actually goes for the... No, oh, sorry, I can't words anymore, this is incredible. Yeah, what Bob did there was for good frame rules. Louis will not necessarily have good frame rules. Yeah, he just slows down a bit. I think that's actually a good play.
This is a tense moment right here.
Yeah, this is gonna be the decider right here. What happens in this and the Reznor fight, possible.
Oh, Bob get into that Reznor fight.
I also
He's
just
in
want to
good
say,
shape.
right, for how incredible Bob is at this game, it must have been so tempting for him to do that last bit of PC, but he doesn't need it. He made a really, really good choice there, deciding, no thanks, I will take this win, hopefully. Very solid race decision from Bob.
Alright, they're heading into the Bowser fight to wrap up this second race. Bob has a healthy lead right now against Louis, but he needs to make it through this Bowser fight.
Yeah, I mean, he's done it maybe 10,000 times at this point. He's just got to do it once more. And we're taking this to a third match. Can you believe it?
Oh, man. These guys just kept it so close. We had synced orbs. It really did come down to sandbar clip. It's great to see one of the runners get it.
If you ever need a reason to learn sandbar clip, there's a reason right there.
Good insta-hit from Bob first. He needs these insta-hits. He doesn't want to give Louis any time to catch up.
Doing it very well so far. Got 2 nice insta hits there. Gonna babysit that Mecha Koopa and make sure it stays alive for a while.
Well, just look at what these runs are going to end up being time-wise as well. This is very close again. Not to world record, but the 32 that was theorized earlier.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Bob has had an insane run yet again. Louis just not far behind him at all.
And Bowser has his case of amnesia from RetroBob. I'm going to get another one from Louis.
Really good job on Bob. He needed that to go right.
Very good times. We're looking at definitely 33s, that's for sure.
All right, RetroBob is going into the third and final phase. He needs this to get this win.
Oh, he actually nearly was a bit too late on that fifth hit.
Yeah, he was.
It's one of those earlier myself today.
All right, going in for his sixth and final hit. Get your GGs out for Bob.
I have the official times. I have the official times.
Okay.
33:12 was Bob's time, and Louis, if he finished, Louis' time is 33:23, 11 seconds.
Very, very nice. Pretty much what we'd hope to see between these two. And wow, both of our matches tonight going to a tiebreaker. That's a lot of pressure. That is a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I'm so glad this is going to a third race.
So a reminder that I have the pleasure of playing the winner of this in the quarterfinals. This has not been not been what I've been looking for, but this.
How big of a confidence boost is this?
Are you looking forward to this matchup, Ben?
I personally am looking forward to this matchup, pretty much based on there being basically no pressure for me. I've got to show up or just let one of these guys annihilate me, so that's fine.
Well, we've gone ahead. We've recorded the race. We're going to get the next one set up right now when both runners are ready. Once they are ready to go, we will get race 3 underway for you guys. If it's anything like that last one, whew.
Yeah, this is all coming down to the third and final race. They really need this win to get out of round 3, move on to go up against Ben in the quarterfinals.
So having a quick look at the predictions, Stu is still in first place, even given that swing for round 3. Yeah, he had every pick correct, bar one, and that pick, I don't even know how anyone could have got it right. It was, I'm not going to say which one it was, but yeah, these predictions have been really, really good. Mike as well, in tight second with myself. Pretty cool.
Oh, wow, really?
I think I just had a couple picks myself I didn't pick correct on, but I'm sitting in 9th right now myself, so I'm not doing too badly.
Yeah, actually, these top 3 are very, very close as well. They're pretty much the ties are only broken based on sort of potential. But Steve Pup, he's in 4th, Dunkel 5th, Pigeon Apology 5th, Maiba 5th, Jonas and Cyclone are also very, very close in 8th and 9th. I think, yeah, all the points are pretty much the same.
All right, looks like we're going to be kicking off shortly. Both of these runners really looking for this 3rd win. If we have a race like we did the first 2, I mean, this is going to be insane.
Spooky, it's so funny that you mentioned that. I was thinking that earlier. One of our good speed friends shared his talent. Just beautiful, beautiful talent, him playing the piano. And I had a very similar thought myself. It would make a lot of sense for those skills to translate pretty well, but yeah, we're going to be going into race 3 very, very soon here. We're going to have a conclusion in about 35 minutes. Just incredible.
Now we're just waiting on the runners to ready up so we can get the next race underway here, and this will decide who Ben has to swear down against. Ready or not.
I think ready or not is a good way to put it, so we'll just leave it there.
So I'm actually have to just double check now because I'm curious who I picked in this matchup.
Oh yeah, that's why I was checking predictions because I couldn't remember either. Anybody who pretends that they have a solid read on this match, I disagree.
Yeah, I was about to say, actually, what I want to know, not just what y'all predicted, after seeing 2 of these races, what do y'all think right now?
Ooh.
Well, I can say the leader of the whole bracket and myself both picked Louis, and I'm picked Ben while the leader didn't. So I'm actually feeling pretty good.
Nice one. I have no idea. Very, very hard because I think I would marginally favor Louis against any other top player, but the fact that RetroBob has just got a little whiff of this and he's trying to squeeze in a second one on the bounce, that makes me very, very concerned. But even a lot aside, you could basically just flip a coin and find out that way.
Yeah, I think that couldn't have been said better, honestly.
Well, we are getting started off. We should be getting kicked off in about 10 seconds.
Yeah, and this can be exciting. Let's see some 361s and shell jumps.
Yeah, let's get a very exciting 3rd race. Get your hype up in chat, guys. These are 2 really good runners. This could have been a tournament final for all we know. These are 2 really, really good runners. And it's just a treat being able to see this, just trying to go from the round of 16 to another round of 8. And if this is the round of 16, oh, what are we going to have in the later rounds? My goodness.
Yeah, and this gets to be another time we get to see Butterbridge 1. I don't want to spoil anything, but that's the most exciting moment.
I'll have my resident sleeper ready.
Yo, you'll miss all the action.
So, what are the times going to be for this first run right now of the Yoshi's Island 2? Let's see. I think we saw Louis. Did he slow down on the vine, or did he actually stay the same speed? They both got 360s anyway, in sync with each other.
Yep, no 361s this time, but no matter.
Now, the good question right now is, are we going to get the Fable 258 for you, WK?
Yeah, we haven't seen a 258 in a long time in this tournament now.
Whenever it comes to top runners, guys, I would propose that you're going to see 259 or death, literally.
Yep.
I just don't think 258 will happen.
I can't imagine the last time either one of these runners have seen a 258. But if it happens to be now, I wouldn't complain.
Well, it isn't now. 259 for both. So now on to the first shell jump attempt. Louis got this the first 2 races. Maybe he can get a third one today. We'll find out.
Yeah, he's been on fire with these shell jumps.
Lost that
Bob
one. Both
getting the shell jump.
That sounded like a shell jump.
Oh,
yeah.
Bob's getting
Good
276.
job for Bob.
Oh, good job, Bob.
Wait, whoa, Bob got it? Bob doesn't normally go for shell jumps in these races.
Oh, he has been.
I didn't even notice. I was watching Louis.
He's been bringing out the big guns for this race. That was his first shell jump completion, though.
276, and he's first to Iggy's Castle by a hair.
Damn, if we just got that 260 or that 361.
Yeah, he's gotten the 361s with no shell jumps and 360s with shell jumps. I don't think we've seen a combination tonight.
Yeah, Bob is cutting it a bit close in that 281. Did get a 280. Just was on that fence a little bit too long.
That last fence he hung up on just a little bit.
Louis attempted middle coins room 2, but didn't work out.
I love seeing the little flower swag there. Get on the block before the flower's even available. We saw both of them showing it off.
You see, I mean, honestly, that's what I would expect. Bob just mentioning in chat, his philosophy is always to go for it. I thought I remembered in the 11 exit tournament just a refusal to go for it. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm misremembering. It's possible, but I just remember thinking to myself at the time, why is he not going for it? This is Bob we're talking about.
So we need to note the first lead change of this particular third race. Louis just took the lead slightly as Bob had an extra second in Iggy's Castle, so 240 compared to 241. So Louis has just taken the lead. This will probably change about 10 more times.
Yeah, they're going to stay, I mean, hell, they stayed neck and neck for most of the race last time.
Yeah, so dropping the mushroom, it's just a little thing for fun. That mushroom is totally irrelevant. So you can drop it or not.
Yep. Apparently, both runners don't like holding on to dead weight. I like it. Get rid of that mushroom. Go into DP1 with a fresh item box.
Only the freshest item boxes.
Yeah, you're gonna need somewhere to put that flower.
Ooh, that was a key sync.
Great job from both of them.
Yeah, we have an all switches category. All switches probably historically being one of the most popular race categories, at least back in sort of 2013, 14, 15. All switches was the race category that everyone did.
It's a great category. I just started getting into that category and I really enjoy it.
Both runners successfully getting their pipe fly in the dry dock area. They're now swimming, and they now change to the P-switch, literally in perfect sync with each other right now.
It always trips me up whenever I see people do normal fly in the dry room. But Louis knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I think Louis and Dots are the only two people that I ever see go for it. And I'm not sure whether they feel it's more consistent or whether they're trying to save a frame or something, which, you know, wouldn't surprise me. But Dots' strat for room 1 of Castle 2 can actually get an extra in-game second, which I don't see anybody else go for. And it looks doable.
And speaking of optimizing, Louis did gain about a tenth of a second on that stage, so he is slightly ahead again. Let's see how the keep flying in the castle works. Louis is still ahead.
Oh, did I miss a 252? Oh, and that was mentioning that he does it as well. Surprised I haven't noticed that before. I assume they're not normally this good. That is a very solid assumption because RetroBob and Louis, you would be assuming the exact opposite. They're both incredible.
Yeah, all the runners coming up to this phase of the tournament. We're down to 10 people in the tournament, including these two. There's still one more in the lower bracket as well. In the round of 16 rather, and then we're going to be up to the top 8. So there's 2 more good runners who are going to be getting knocked out here, and then we're going to have 8 exceptional runners who are all going to be going toe-to-toe for bragging rights and entertainment.
Well, hey, and Diesel to the rescue. It looks like the bot's live. That's really good to see.
Hey!
So something I forgot to mention earlier. Normally at this stage, RetroBob and Louis would be pretty much facing opponents that are sort of just a gift to them. But because of how RetroBob's seeded, he's seeded at 16, which, you know, he's normally going to be like 2, 3, or 4, R1. And he just didn't do very well in the qualifier, so both of these guys are probably a little frustrated having to go against each other in round 3.
I happen to be on the call for those qualifiers. I do agree that Bob's times weren't the best in the qualifiers. He didn't get any, I think the best time he had was like a 33:15 or something like that. So obviously with only 4 races he was able to do in those qualifiers, he didn't have the best average. If he had gotten more races in, it would have seeded him better. But it was just, I think it was just a case where that was the only time he had available of all the qualifier times that he could actually get his runs in. So because of where he was seated, we're losing one good runner at this phase of the tournament. But this is still just a preview of what we're going to get in the upper rounds, especially when we get to the semifinals and the finals. This is just a preview of what's coming up at the end of this tournament. Yeah,
and any speculation for a final bracket would often include Louis and Bob in it, but again, with how the seeding worked out, so far these room 3s of Castle 2 have been very, very good. Nice spring through. Bob wasn't too sure there, but gets it.
Looks like Louis
cruising in midair.
Yeah, Louis had a bit of a frame drop, I think, having some frame drops. So he did finish the stage at 3:57. RetroBob at 3:56. Louis gained another second here. And sorry about the frames, I was hungry.
Wow, still staying super close. Getting out of Morton's castle.
So they're both using the Japanese version. The Japanese version is going to be faster in pretty much every category. Unless grabbing VD1 cape is somehow going to save you time. Possibly in all switches, but other than that, Japanese version, fastest version to use. Okay, I'm going to switch the audio back. That was not a good idea.
Yeah, let's, since Louis is having audio problems, just leave it on Bob, just to be safe.
Yeah, normally whenever you're dropping frames, it literally will just be game feed, but he must be really struggling with the internet if he can't get the audio through. Like, you gotta really drop frames. Ooh,
nice.
Nicely done from both of them. Oh,
nice.
They make this drop so easy. It's not. It just isn't.
Yeah, it's not this easy.
14. We are 14 out of 37 points off the way there. 22 isn't going to cut it this time.
I thought we were looking for 42.
Well, some of us are looking for 42.
I'm happy with 41.
Yeah, Louis mentioning that he's got no drop frames, it's potentially the bot or however the system works. I had noticed as well on my end, it looked like I was dropping frames, but I wasn't. Oh, why'd the audio switch back over? I didn't switch.
I got it.
Sweet.
Yeah, we just heard that closing scene twice, so the audio is back over. We're on to Yoshi's or Vanilla Secret 3, which I like to call the Yoshi Buffet for Japanese-related reasons. Turns out Yoshi can eat those friendly dolphins, which is a shame because they're not actually enemies.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. I wonder if there are any other, like, non-aggressive enemies, or I don't know. I suppose there would be a lot of things potentially, but yeah, don't eat the dolphins.
No, they work for that spiky fish. Don't trust the dolphins. They've picked their side.
They have chosen wisely.
Yeah, anybody who's played Kaizo 1 may disagree. Yeah, you can only eat them in the Japanese version. It was changed in all other versions of the game. I'm not sure about Chinese SMW. Don't know if it even has dolphins in it.
Isn't that a knockoff anyway? Oh, we have a Thwomp glitch. Two Thwomp glitches. Oh!
Double Thwomp boss, Thwomp despawn. That was really awesome.
The mini boss has been achieved. And the other mini boss has been achieved. And ladies and gentlemen, we have one dead Reznor.
Yeah, so I asked this before, I always get the same answer, but I like to pose it anyway. Are they each Reznor, or does it all come together like Doug Trio? And are all four of them the Reznor? But chat seems to always be on one side of that.
Yeah, Reznor is clearly a group of Rezzies.
Yeah, I think Reznor is referring to the collective, I believe.
That's actually a really good way to put it, Carrick. Never thought about it that way before. It's so obvious now that you mention it.
Now, what do you call a group of BB1s? Pure, unadulterated excitement.
I can second that.
I am freaking out at this level. This is so intense.
I call
I'm
it
so excited I might go and grab a drink.
He's grabbing a drink because all this excitement's making him dehydrated. You got to make sure to keep your electrolytes up, especially when you're facing Butterbridge 1.
Yeah, you got to make sure to also get that water in. You know, you got to stay hydrated on a stage like this.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The nerves can get to you. Bob's got another show. We could be looking at some more Vine swag coming up shortly.
I just looked up a little bit on the Reznor since we were talking about it. They made their fire-breathing Triceratops that were cursed by Bowser. That's gotta hurt.
Yeah, they did something to him. All right, Bob is going for that swag here. Let's see if he gets the block dupe. No, popping the one up. 0 swag points awarded. Shady's not here to afford him the half. Louis going for that pipe fly. So he needs to get in that pipe while maintaining some of his P meter. That'll allow him to parachute that quick little bit at the end.
Yeah, it's about a couple seconds lead here, but a couple seconds is enough.
All right, let's slide on down the Butter Bridge. This will be their last flyover before Ludwig's castle. Louis still maintaining a slight lead on Bob.
Well, as we mentioned before, this is sort of the calm before the storm. This is really where it starts to ramp up, and we might see some variation.
So both runners will probably grab their cape once again for the flying room here. Let's see him get through this room. This is, as I said, one of the first very tough rooms in the game, I think.
Yeah, probably for this category, it's the first thing that you've got to just at least concentrate on.
Yeah.
VD1 as well, probably.
Especially this room too.
Ooh,
Both of them getting it pretty nicely.
very nice. Yeah, Louis really good at this room too, as well. Like he'll probably... Oh yeah, he goes to the right side of this Koopa as well, which is super risky.
Wow.
I think he gained another second there.
That is insanely risky going on the right side of that Koopa. Most of the time you'll see runners try to spawn him to where he's moving right so you can go to the left of him. Louis doing the opposite.
I might be wrong. They both finished with a 244. I thought Louis gained a second. Maybe he didn't. So both with almost perfect castles, which is what you expect from two runners of this caliber. And the ammunitions cause liftoff.
Yeah, Chad has been feeling very sorry for this Pearl Mountain. And I think it's a fair thing to point out as well. I'd never realized, I'd never been fully empathetic.
Now, last time I believe we saw RetroBob get the wings in this next level, whereas Louis did not.
I don't think Bob exited from the menu as quickly as he should have there.
Yeah, I think we saw that last time as well, where Louis seemed to gain just a little bit of time in non-level stuff. But yeah, we saw both go for it last time. Louis was just too low on it. Bob getting exactly what he wanted. Louis doing that same grab again, so he must prefer it.
Yeah, so watch Louis' screen as he goes for this dupe here. He needs to grab this shell while it's doing. He got the P balloon. He's got to move on.
That's so unlucky. So his execution there was 100%, but the game just said no.
Did it again.
Similar story. Oh,
and
no.
getting another one. And see you later.
We just lost 3 coin flips there, so pretty much seeing that happen, that's a 1 in 8 chance, seeing 0 out of 3. Hopefully we're just going to see nice FY2 from both.
Let's see what happens with the clips. Louis is in and Yoshi is out.
Great clip from Louis there.
And RetroBob, he's going to go for his own clip in a moment.
Oh, no.
Louis!
Oh,
Louis!
No,
oh.
That block is so hard to grab sometimes.
This game
meanwhile,
is
RetroBob
so
losing.
insanely rigged. I hate
RetroBob, meanwhile,
I
losing
hate
time
this
on
game.
his clip. RetroBob is having a hard time here. And too early again.
Yeah, and it's very, very easy to just be shaken by that. I mean, missing at one. Oh dear. This. Okay.
No.
Bob knows how to deal with these situations.
Oh no.
And like I said, we're in there. That's a hard one to pull off after all of that happening. It's very. I mean, even as a spectator, it's upsetting to see. So to be living that and just realizing that, yeah, getting again that was luck. He executed. Like he got in the first time, didn't he? I'm not just imagining that.
I'm not sure.
Louis got in first try.
Yeah, like I say, I think Bob also got first try, but got kicked out. But might be misremembering.
I don't think he did. I was watching the first try. I don't think he got it. Maybe I didn't see it right though.
I'm sure chat will fill us in. But this has been a pretty huge swing. I'm not going to be honest. Now, mostly whenever this happens in a race, it is very far from being decided. But this is going to be a tough one to overcome.
Wow, Louis could lose this fight here as well. You don't know yet. Oh, he almost did.
He was kind of close. I normally wouldn't even rule it as a possibility, but that was kind of close.
It was.
Yeah, chat confirmed. Oh, okay. Chat confirming there. He did get 25%, so pretty much all of that time result stemmed from bad luck. And we saw a very similar result in Force Evolution 1. Executing perfectly twice in a row and getting coin flipped twice in a row. Yeah, Bob on the 1 in 16 luck, which is pretty horrible.
Yeah, that definitely gives Louis a very strong lead against Bob right now.
Okay, that was a far more comfortable Roy fly, although I didn't have any doubts from either of them anyway. Ooh, interesting Bob as well, opting to throw that P-switch away, so I'm glad to know that that's an actual strat that good players do.
That's a strat. That's the same strat I used. What Bob did.
Yeah, it's just one of those areas. I think I prefer that strat. There's just like less that can go wrong.
Yeah, it's been interesting seeing some people do the stomp. I'm just not comfortable doing the stomp, is why. It's easier to just hold run and go past the P-switch. Get rid of it.
So meanwhile, Louis is in rocket flight, which is to be expected.
Yeah, getting that pipe fly is going to give him a nice speed of 64. Give him about 20% more speed than he normally could get.
And he is now off to the spookiest ghost house.
Yeah, that spooky ghost house, which I failed 3 out of 3 times. I couldn't believe it. But Louis is going to teach me how we do this ghost house.
So he's taking cape flight. He's getting above the fishing boo, which has a string that contains a serving of purifying fire at the end of it. And is he going to go for the door? He went for early door. He got it. Very nice.
Louis, you madman? Are you taking a page out of Fitz's book? Going for the 2-second time save? My goodness.
2 seconds is 2 seconds. I'd actually try to think if Louis had any real time loss at all. So I don't think he has yet.
Just wings, I guess. Getting unlucky with wings and then not being able to try it.
But he'll try the one time, only lost about 5-10 seconds, so not much of a time loss. He could still be looking at an easy 33 here.
Yeah, so that room 1 of Chocolate Island 2, Stu has such a solid strat for that.
Oh, Bob!
Oh, no.
Dude, it's... Down, dude.
Call it a suicide door for a reason, I suppose.
And that strat is truly, truly so risky. I didn't know where I was going with that one, but very, very risky.
Is it risky?
I think it might be risky.
Really risky. And he lost the cape.
Well, let's see. There isn't actually a really good backup in this either.
What's the play here? You just gotta take it vanilla.
Maybe he could try the low percent
damage
strat
boost?
here, and then... No, he just goes to the normal strat, which is fair enough. If he did the low percent strat, or sorry, the small only strat, or whatever we call it, he could maybe keep that fire and grab cape in the next level, but he doesn't leave himself in a good spot, small only. I'm not sure what we're going to see from here. Oh, wait. Can he grab cape in this level, maybe? Yeah, probably will, actually.
The one thing I'm willing to say at this point is that this is Louis' race to lose at this point. He's a stage and a half ahead easily. This is his race. Unless he has a really bad situation, he loses a life, loses his cape at the same time, like one of those spikes. Has to go back, get more power-ups or something like that. Only things like that I can see would be what costs him at this point.
Yeah, it's a real pity there isn't like a midway or a mushroom that you can grab for free in this low.
Oh, it gets worse for Bob.
That was really good as well, up to that point.
Yeah, I was super surprised he didn't go for cape in Chocolate Island 2.
I mean, I can
just
almost...
for safety reasons.
I actually do agree with him not going for cape because, I mean, cape would normally make sense here. But if you're going to make a comeback, you're not going to start making a comeback by throwing away 10 seconds to grab a cape. But generally speaking, that's what you want to be doing. Even if you're behind against another player, this is Louis. We don't. This is hard to see, but.
Well, he's taking this kind of no right now, not risking any quick jumps there. Gets his key, gets in the door, and now he has to do Chocolate Secret really the hard way too, which is not going to be fun. Meanwhile, Louis just business as usual, takes Wendy out.
Now we are going to see Chocolate Secret getting a bit more interesting. You also don't want to throw that shell too early because it can clip through the slope, and then, yeah, bad things happen.
Did you say a bit more interesting?
Yeah, it's quite a bit more interesting.
Yeah, it's a lot more interesting.
Yeah, and grabbing that mushroom there is a very sensible play. It's so easy just to get hit before that checkpoint.
And now you actually get to see someone running on the platforms.
Wow, Bob's no-cape method is doing really good right now.
Yeah, the no-cape strats from here on out are very, very impressive.
Beautiful. Louis still holding a super strong lead. He's in sunken ghost ship right now.
He's literally in control of this series right now. Let's see if you can get both of the blue circle skips here.
It looks like he's set up for it very, very well. I think he's going to get it without the scroll.
If he gets them both, that's a good time save, and he gets to keep that extra cape, not having to sacrifice it. No, it looks like he might only get one. There's the other one. Oh, he made it through though. Very nice.
Threading the needle.
I lost it. No!
Can you?
No!
That's. No, I was going to say that's kind of hilarious, but it almost is. Like, threading that needle is like, you've no room for error, but getting through the bottom part is quite a bit easier. Big fan of threading the needle, but again, it's super tough. And then to get hit like that, we have a bit of a race. It's at least questionable until Bob gets hit. Because
Bob was trying to, Bob wanted to make that gap without having to wait. By the way,
orb.
Yeah, so Bob having a mushroom here would be very, very useful. Like, he'd save a bunch of time back, but now he's going to be somewhat limited. Also, kind of spooky fight. Oh, and Bob going for that wall clip. He knows how much we love to see that, but not this time. I don't know if we've actually seen that in a tournament race yet, which is incredible.
Wow, he's doing some really amazing things here.
Yeah, VOB 1 small only is a very, very impressive looking level.
It's a trip.
And as well, if you're coming out of Sunken Ghost Ship without a cape, I highly, highly recommend going on capeless. Now, obviously, you've got to know those no cape strats, but it's so costly to go back at this point. Like, it's so costly, especially for small Mario. We're probably going to see... Go ahead.
I was going to say, RetroBob is entering the ghost ship himself now. Only gets the mushroom because he is small Mario. Louis is going capeless as small Mario in Valley Bowser 2 right now. So we are going to see some no cape strats here, ladies.
No, is he going to grab this cape?
Probably.
Oh, he does.
Go for that cape.
Now, honestly, everybody or anybody who would normally do that, you'd say, fair enough, you're like a minute ahead, it makes sense. This is Louis we're talking about. I see that as a sign of respect for Bob and him pretty much acknowledging that this isn't over.
Yep.
So it's always good seeing people make better players have to make those sorts of decisions.
Yeah, because this is definitely not over. We still have a fortress for Lou to try to get through. Bob did have some unfortunate mistakes, but don't count them out just yet.
Anything can happen in that fortress too. Like, I've seen runners take 2 or 3 deaths there, and that gives time for the other runner to either catch up or pull further ahead, depending on where that runner is.
That mushroom is still falling. I don't think I've seen that mushroom not low before. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he hung up on the platform for a bit.
RetroBob, meanwhile, gets his
orb. That will be our final orb of the day. Y'all make sure to say it loud and proud.
Hopefully that's our final orb of the day.
Get those orb emotes in chat.
So we now have Valley of Bowser Fortress for Louis. and we would expect him to do this very, very well. But who knows with this extra bit of pressure at this point. This match should have never been so difficult for either of them, but it has been with them facing up against each other.
He did it very well, just has to get through Reznor.
And Bob as well, still slaying this VOB1 Small Mario, very nice.
Oh, nice, he got to that block before the Chuck did.
So Louis in good shape going into this Bowser fight. This could be a 33-15, 33.5 possibly that he comes up on here. Somewhere in that range, I'm guessing.
All right, Louis is going in for the final Bowser fight. This is the third race of a best of 3. And a quick reminder that Louis got the world record on his first race. He got a 32.50.
And doing the quick hit. Nice. And that Mecha Koopa ceases to exist. This Mecha Koopa will be babysat.
Just to mention in chat there as well, Fitz is one of our quarterfinalists, along with Umar, Silver Star, Seathorn, me, and there's another one I'm forgetting as of now. No, I forget, sorry.
Yeah, there will be one coming up shortly if Louis can get this hit in.
I can get you that quarterfinals list so far. We have Ben, Seathorn, Fitz 1880, Silver Star, and Umari are all in the quarterfinals so far. We're waiting on Maiba and Stiverson for one match, and we're waiting on Daysui and Sten for another match.
Yeah, I forgot there was another match. I forgot about Daysui Sten, so yeah, I actually did remember. Yeah, so after this we're going to have 2 more matches for a full quarterfinals bracket. Instead of just the one. Whoa, Bob getting kind of close, but he probably knew he was good there.
Okay, Louis going for the first hit of phase 3. Already got the amnesia skip in the previous phase. 2 more bounces and should be done.
Beautiful volley.
Flying, dropping, bang. Okay, get your GGs in chat for Louis, who finishes with an official SRL time of 33 minutes and 22 seconds and wins this set 2-1. He notes that this was the same time he got before, apparently. 1 second difference. 23-23 before, but roughly the same time.
What an incredible set of races. World record, bit of a shaky run to, and then to come back and just hit a home run like that is incredible. But this is kind of what we've begun to expect from Louis.
RetroBob meanwhile going into his Bowser fight. Now Louis should be able to join us now if he wishes to chat about this.
Alright, I'm sure we're going to see a good Bowser fight from Bob here. He put on some really good runs for us today. Taking a win in race 2 versus Louis. Unfortunately not getting the best of 3.
Louis has
pretty strong.
Louis has declined on joining, by the way, so we will wait for Bob to see if he decides to join us afterwards. But GG to Louis. Congratulations on the victory. Looking forward to your future races in the tournament here.
Same. Just want to mention as well, RetroBob denying the pity shroom, saying no thank you. Admittedly, getting rid of pity shroom race 2 actually caused me to get hit. Anybody who was watching carefully would notice that. Oh, and I love that Mecha Koopa grab midair from RetroBob. Oh, he is nice. Swagging it out right now. Look at this item fly.
What was that? Oh my. And he now has one more hit to finish.
And that's time.
And that's an official SRL time of 35 minutes and 53 seconds.
Big GGs. Yeah, someone accurately mentioning in chat there, oh, how did you lose the tournament? Oh, my opponent got world record. And that's pretty much what RetroBob and Louis were facing in round 3 of this tournament. I believe we're going to be joined by Bob pretty soon here. Just going to check.
Yep, he is in here. I just waiting for him to unmute and turn his headset on. And once he does that, he should be able to chat with us. In fact, I see he has unmuted. So, RetroBob, GG.
Hey, thanks. How did you enjoy that set?
I mean,
dude, that was so hype at first. Oh my god. Those were great races y'all put on.
Constantly having to remind myself this is still round 3.
Right?
Obviously, this is something that you'll have sort of mulled on a little bit. Those qualifiers just being your downturn, but you only did 3 races, so
Yeah.
it's probably not even that bad. You know, all considered. I think I did like 8 or 9 maybe.
In the end, I've got only myself to blame for that, but I'll take it. I definitely think the better player won on this day, though. What a record!
Yeah, I was about to say, how do you what do you do that first race? You know, he comes and beats the world record. Like, you had a great run in a mid 33. There's nothing you can do about a world record getting thrown at you.
Nah, a little hard to beat a run like that.
What's your opinion of Yoshi's right now? I have to ask that.
I just want to pound on Yoshi right now.
Understandable.
The last 2 races.
Yeah, they just were not treating you good, man.
I didn't calculate after the second one, but if not for Yoshi, would I have gone to 32 in that second one?
It was super possible. Yeah.
I think so. I'm not sure though. Just seeing those levels of runs is just incredible. And yeah, if not for that one small mistake in that third race as well, this would have still been very, very close.
I agree.
Yeah.
And you can't re-upset when you lose the first race to the world record either.
Oh,
the
no.
world record. That is nothing to be upset about at all.
In fact, for a race setting, getting a 32.50, that deserves big time applause. That's insane.
Indeed.
So big congrats to Louis, who's the real winner today.
Yeah, I honestly feel as well, no matter who goes through, whether it's you or Louis, he's pretty much instantly become the favourite to take down the entire tournament. I think Louis has made that case very, very clear. He's also made the case very clear to me that I've got to do something pretty magical pretty soon.
Yeah, Ben, you're next.
Yeah, I'm next. Certainly won't be any leveraging or thinking, oh, I might, waste a second here to not. No, it's everything. It really is everything. So I look forward to it, Louis. I'm not worried, but I am realistic.
Well, good luck to you, Ben. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah, dude. I mean, this one was incredible. It was super, super hyped to see this go to third race again. Especially as well, like, you seeing what he did in that first one, you would think he'd be a massive favorite to win race 2, but no. I mean, you delivered it, and I honestly thought you might take race 3 because you are sort of like this. You make it seem uncertain, then bam, you've just taken the whole tournament. So, I guess you're just gonna have to wait to the next one. Was it 2 or 3 tournaments you've taken down, like headliner tournaments? I couldn't remember earlier.
At least 2.
Yeah, I know it's definitely, like, again, at least 2, but I think it might be 3. And I think you might be the only multi-winner as well. I don't even think Louis has done it, which is surprising at this point.
I think Louis got a pretty good chance now.
Oh yeah, and Silver Star and Umar and Stan Days We My, but all of those guys have such good chances. And Louis, of course. I think I probably am, like, in reality, like, the lowest of the top ones, but I can't wait to see these super close races.
It's only going to get better and better. But I told myself too after the first one, I'm not going to go down. I'm going to go down swinging. And I swung as hard as I could till the very end.
God, yeah, you kept him on his feet, man. That second race, you guys stayed literally like neck and neck until that sandbar clip that you got.
That was a beauty. That decided the race right there in that one.
Yeah, right there. I just said,
beautiful.
No matter what, I'm just going to go for it.
It worked out beautifully for you. That was so hype.
No,
Yeah,
obviously,
got us to the third.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Just mentioned it got us to the third race. So you're welcome to the viewers.
Yeah, everyone was rooting for that, and especially if you were listening to the commentary, you'd realize that too. But I'm not. I'd sort of like to ask Louis if he's still in the chat. But seeing that result go the other way, race 2, were you nervous, race 3? I get the impression that you might have had some nerves going into race 3. Because again, going into race 2, you should probably feel, okay, we're actually going to take this easier than expected, and then it doesn't happen. But yeah, it was incredible to watch. A bit, yeah. So maybe not totally infallible.
I'll admit it might have been more than just a bit for me after the first.
Yeah. Yeah, Louis. It feels like you've a lot to live up to. But yeah, big congrats again. Can't wait to verify that one for the leaderboards. So yeah, Bob, have you any thoughts about the tournament going forward? Do you have any solid picks? I mean, I wouldn't blame you for picking your opponent tonight, but I don't know if you have any thoughts on how you think this is going to work out.
Honestly, it's not easy to pick a favorite, not with the names I'm looking at. Like, anybody can win. Even you, Ben, if you believe hard enough.
Well, I mean, here's how I evaluate my own position. I think if I take down Louis, then I have a real chance, but other than that, I did not want to be going up against Louis at this stage, and certainly not yourself, because you realize my limitations. You can play within a certain window and just turn up. But I think if I somehow beat Louis, I think I will actually.
Yeah, bad news for you. You are going up against Louis at this phase. Good luck.
Yeah, thanks. But hopefully we can make something happen.
But as far as like a dream match goes for the finals, Louis versus Silverstar, it'd be awesome. The latest two to get world record in this category.
Yep.
I agree. That'd be a great final. I had actually put Maiba in the final. I don't know why, but I did. But we'll see what happens. It could be any of those three that wins it, in my honest opinion.
I just want to give my shout out, as always, to Fitz. I think Fitz has been massively underpicked, to most people's disadvantage. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Fitz in the final.
Me neither.
I think maybe he lacks a bit of experience in races, but if it comes to RTA, he's as good as anybody. There's basically nobody that I would be worried against Fitz RTA. So,
to be honest, anyone in the bracket could make it to the final. It just takes 2 bad races by a top runner, and the top runner is out, and they're no longer in the tournament.
We're looking at you, Louis. Although, again, I expect whenever we go up against Louis, it's going to be an incredible race from him, and I'll be doing well to keep it close. But we'll see. Just play a bunch of SMB3.
Just play the best you can and do the best you can and see what happens.
Absolutely.
Well, what an incredible stream that was, anyway. Wow.
Yeah, great race, RetroBob. Was really that second race, especially as noted, was incredible. That was highlight worthy by itself. So a really great series of races, and we do appreciate you putting those on for us and taking part in the tournament.
Thank you. Happy to have been a participant, and I'm going to be just as happy being a viewer the rest of the way, because it's going to be good.
Oh, she's going to get juicy, that's for sure. But unless anyone in the co-comments has any last thoughts, I want to cover other items on the schedule here. There's an FF1 randomizer going on Speed Gaming 4. Deltarune started on Speed Gaming 2. That's a short one, should be over soon as well. There's a link to the past randomizer daily race at 9 o'clock Eastern on Speed Gaming 5, and there's more link to the past randomizer at 10 o'clock. This is an actual tournament race between Bonta and Willard J. Bradley in the top 16 of the link to the past tournament. It's actually the final match in that phase of the tournament, I believe. So they're going to be going to the top 8 after AGDQ is over in that tournament. So that's what's going on this evening. Any last thoughts from anyone else on the panel?
No, I think you covered it all. Appreciate you guys watching.
Yeah, it was just really awesome seeing this match this early. Again, it's going to be so tough, and with it being this early, it's going to feel a bit unfair to somebody. But yeah, good luck to Louis going forward. I think he's going to do very, very well. Hot take. But yeah, thanks again, everybody. It was awesome.
Yep, and it was really good to. I'm really looking forward to seeing how Louis' future runs go as well. If he's like, it's gonna be between him and Silverstar, I'm guessing, for world record most of the way. But like I said, I wouldn't be surprised to see Maiba slip in there too. Like, it'd be like the three of them. I think they're the three best candidates. But anyone in the brackets can win it, and it's not just down to any top competitors. Anyone can have a bad race. That's all it takes.
Well, I hope that's true, and I just remembered there as well. We did it somehow. But yeah, we're gonna have a full quarterfinals bracket very soon. And Lakeland, if you want to close it up,
I will close up shop here. Yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful evening. We're going to be hosting another channel, probably Speed Gaming 5 at this point, because that's just coming online right now. So we're going to be hosting another channel. Feel free to pop over there and say hi. But I've mentioned what else is on. You can go watch any of those races. And look forward to more races in this tournament as they're scheduled. I don't think they're on the schedule right now, but as they're scheduled, just keep an eye on speedgaming.org/SMW or type !schedule in chat for a link to that as well. And you can keep an eye out for more races. So with that said, for Ben and for W. Carrick, I want to say good night, everyone. Whoever wishes can have the final word. I guess it was me. So, Orb.
Oh, you stole it. Okay. Orb.